Hello everyone, it's Heather. The first thing I want to show you is how I get my walking boots on. Okay, here's my boots. They come in two parts, and keep in mind most people wouldn't have two at a time. This is unusual. Most people would only have one, but I have two because I have injuries to both ankles. And there's the main boot part, and then this is like the front panel, and I keep them here at night. This is like my desk chair. All right, so take off my slippers. Actually, I'm gonna take off one slipper. It definitely does not feel good to not have anything on my foot at all. Okay, so now at the beginning, I needed Megan to do this for me. She would like hold it open. It would actually help me even if she did it now, because there's Velcro here and Velcro here, and they get caught on my socks. And it is hard for me to get my foot in here. It would be helpful if she was here, but she's never down here in the morning when I need to put these on. So, okay, the trick is it's like foam cushioning on the bottom. And the trick is to get your heel as far back into the boot as possible, because otherwise my toes would hang off the front edge. And then I Velcro here over my toes. I like to tuck my pants in so they're out of the way, and then I Velcro that. One problem I was having was forgetting to deflate the boots at night. If I don't deflate them, then when I go to put my foot in here in the morning, I can't get my heel all the way into the back. So I will show you something that we did about that in a little bit. Okay, so once that's Velcroed on, the word Aircast, right here it says Aircast if you can see that, goes toward the toes, and there's Velcro at the top. Now these have been coming off. They're on there with like a kind of sticky glue stuff, and they have fallen off a couple times and I have to put them back on. You fit it so that the plastic goes on the inside, and then you Velcro at the top, and then there's two Velcro straps, and this one I don't like to do too tightly because my toes start to feel claustrophobic if I have that too tight, and even that's just a little bit too tight. I just need it to stay on, and I need to be able to wiggle my toes or it really freaks me out. Okay, but this one up here, I do want to be good and tight. So I pull that strap like pretty much as far as it'll go. Now they're on, and see there's a little gap where my toe is there. So when we go out for walks with the wheelchair, the cold air kind of goes in by my toes. See that? Okay. And now I will get the other one. And this is the hardest part for me. Okay, and then I get my heel as far back in there as I can. Velcro this part, Velcro that part, and then the word goes at the toes. Velcro it onto the sides at the top. And here, there's a lot of Velcro involved. These Velcro straps are really strong. They Velcro really good. Okay, now they're on, but they definitely have to be pumped up, because if I don't pump up, the air things are right in here. You can kind of see that green. They're bags of air. There's one there and one here on each side inside the cast, and there's a little valve. See the little valve? One there and one there. And I got two of these because I got two casts. One came with each cast. One side says inflate and one side says deflate. So right now I'm going to inflate, so I put the inflate one in the valve. You got to get it in there just right. and I pump them up so that they feel nice and cushioned and firm against the sides of my ankles. And it's this. This is the key thing for me for comfort and relief from pain. There, they feel good now, okay? They feel nice and firm and not tight, but firm and cushioned against the sides of my ankles. And that's what I really need. That's why these are so helpful to me, because I can walk around without them. Like I walked around with my slippers all this morning until I got to this point, but I get a lot of pain in the sides of my ankles here if I don't have these boots to support the sides of my ankles. And I'll talk about that more in a minute. I kept forgetting to deflate the boots when I took them off. So Ben made me this sign. Deflate your boots. And I keep it right here at my computer, right by my little valve thing. So I remember to deflate my boots at night when I take them off. Because if I don't deflate them when I take them off, I can't get my foot all the way into the boot in the morning when I put them on. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd. And this would be week 3 since my injury. And I need to tell you right away, I feel like I've made significant improvement just in the last few days. I filmed the week 2 update on Saturday, December 19th. And you can go back and watch that. I'll link it right up here. You can go back and watch that to find out how I was doing. I do feel significantly better since then. I feel quite a bit better, actually. So there's still a couple areas that are troublesome. Sleeping is still hard. For whatever reason, I just can't lay on my back because of this right one. And it's something about the heel. And I don't know what the deal is, but I just can't like it. It just will not let me lay that way. And that's really bothering me. I'd really like to be able to lay on my back at least some of the time. So that's one thing. And then I still can't go down steps. At least not without the boots on. And okay, that reminds me. You may be wondering, why don't I take the boots upstairs? Why don't I walk around with the boots upstairs? The main reason for that is the boots are so big and they're bigger than my steps, like the depth of my steps. And I feel very nervous about using the boots to go up and down the steps because I am afraid I'll fall again because the boots are bigger than the steps and I don't feel like that's safe. So I prefer to just go up the steps in my regular feet, and then I'm still scooting down on my butt because it really hurts to go down the steps. I have gone up and down the steps in the boots, but I have to be really, really careful. And it just makes me nervous, and I just feel better not doing that. I don't have to move around that much upstairs that I can tolerate the little bit in the morning and the little bit at night that I'm upstairs walking around without the boots on. The other thing that is still quite bothersome is when I'm not wearing the boots and I walk around for any length of time, they start to really hurt. So being weight bearing and having the weight of my body on my feet and ankles without the boots on becomes painful the longer I do it. Like I can do it for a while and then it starts to hurt and I really either want to sit down or put the boots on. I have tried 3 new things in the past few days. Okay, number 1, I've started in the morning when I'm sitting on the edge of the bed and have my feet over the edge of the bed. I have been tracing out the alphabet with my feet. Some of you may have heard of this. It's a good exercise for your ankles and for your feet and your ankles, is to just actually spell out the, A, B, to actually spell out the letters of the alphabet with your feet, because this causes your ankle and your foot to move in every possible direction. And so I've been doing that for the last few days, and I can do that fine. The only, pain I would say is on the left ankle. I have little pinches of pain when I do it right where the break is, on the left side up by that bone. And then on the right ankle, it's actually kind of in 2 places. Same thing on the far right side by that same sticky out bone. And then a little bit on the top, right where the ankle and the foot come together, that sometimes pinches a little bit when I do those exercises. And the doctor pointed that spot out on my x-ray because he said he saw significant swelling there. So I kind of feel like whatever ligament is there is what must have gotten really kind of damaged. But I don't get the heel thing. I was actually a little bit concerned about my Achilles tendon for a while. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I'm not sure why. It doesn't hurt when I'm up and about. It's only when I'm laying that the heel touching my mattress, I can't stand it. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, so I've been doing those exercises in the morning and trying to, get full motion in my ankles and everything. Second thing I tried is yesterday, for the first time, I put on shoes. And I basically wear walking or running shoes all the time. And I'm going to show you what I have. All right, we're back on the floor. Here's what I have like downstairs that I use the most for shoes. Okay, these are a pair of Skechers memory foam slip-ons. They just have these little elastics all built in, and they do not tie. They're super, super comfortable. I just got these. This is my newest pair of shoes. And I just got these, I don't know, a couple months ago. And these are actually the ones I wore to the urgent care clinic when I got hurt because I didn't need to lace them up and they stretch, So I could actually fit these on my feet. These are super handy for, when you just want to run a quick errand and you don't want to mess with tying your shoes. And they do have very good arch support. So these are very nice, and I wear these a lot. And I'm sure I could fit these on right now, no problem. Okay. This is my oldest pair of Asics. And they're getting, I don't know, they're not terribly worn out. A little bit flat on the tread on the bottom. But they are very, very, very comfortable. And they have really good arch support. And so I don't want to get rid of these. But I've probably had these shoes for, 5-6 years. I bought another pair of Asics at the same time as I bought these, but they ended up being too big. And I ended up returning them recently. I talked about that in a video when Ben and I went to Kohl's and made some returns. I'm not trying these right now just because they're a little bit, these are actually a 9. These, which are a newer pair of Asics, are a 9.5. And for whatever reason, just the different style of Asics or whatever, these fit better in a 9.5 for me. And so these I tried on yesterday and walked around in for a while, and I will tell you how that went in a minute. And then I have these, also Asics. I got these at Scheels. These are more for looks. They don't have as good of arch support, and they're a little bit just kind of flatter all around. I basically got these for teaching to have black shoes to go with my black pants because I wear black pants all the time. I have to be in tennies when I'm on my feet all day teaching. And so, yeah, I wore these when I wore black pants teaching, but they're definitely, of these 4 pairs, these are the least comfortable. They're still quite comfortable. I've worn them all around Disney World and everything. Okay, I do own a lot of other pairs of shoes, like fancy shoes. I have sandals, and I have some heels, and I have low heels and I have some like dressy loafers and stuff like that. Those are all upstairs in my bedroom closet. I wear those types of shoes very rarely. Unless I'm going to a job interview or a wedding, or it's been years since we've gone to church, so I guess, or on a cruise when I get dressed up for dinner and I wear a nice dress and I want to wear some shoes to go with it, and I'll take my sandals on vacation and stuff like that. But otherwise, I wear these shoes that are down here basically all the time. That's what I wear. I do want to get a newer pair, and I've really been looking at the Skechers Arch Fit. Very good arch support is extremely important to me, and I'm going to come back to that. If you have tried Skechers Arch Fit, would you let me know how you like them? Because I really think that's what I want to get next. I do also have winter footwear because once we finally get snow, if we ever get any, it is 3 days before Christmas and I see green grass outside. So that's no. I have like a pair of slip-on snowshoe type things, and I have my boots, my big winter boots like that I wear for shoveling and all that stuff, or when the snow is deep. Okay, when I tried the shoes on, I tried on that blue pair of Asics that I showed you. Here's what I can tell you. Oh wait, I gotta back up. The reason I wanted to try on shoes is because when I walk around without the walking boots on, I felt like my feet were going like this. I felt like they were tipping inwards, and that was bothering me, and I was concerned that could be affecting my ankles. And that also goes with the arch support thing. I actually just read recently, before I had my accident, that it's not good that we've all been, like, this would be true for everyone. If you're home all the time, like you're out of work or you're not working or you're working from home and you're never going out of your house like us, you're not going to school, there is a danger to never putting on good supportive shoes with arch support, because like us, for months now, we're just wearing stocking feet or our slippers around the house all the time. And that can cause you to develop either flat feet like your archers will fall, or plantar fasciitis, because the tendons get stretched out. If you're doing that, you should probably put some shoes on, some good supportive shoes with arch support every once in a while, even just to walk around your house. And that kind of is what occurred to me, because I was starting to feel that sensation that they were kind of tipping inwards. I'm like, I think I should try putting some shoes on and see how that feels. It felt really good, actually, with two exceptions. The area right around like the main part of the laces, like right around the center of my foot, felt tight. And I'm sure that's because there's still some swelling around that portion of right where my ankle attaches to my foot. And so it felt a little tight there, but in my heel and toe areas felt completely fine. And oh my gosh, I could walk around easy peasy with the shoes on. I could walk around really well. I was like really happy. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, look how good I'm walking around. I could walk around like completely normally with the shoes on. And it definitely felt much better on that sensation. Like the arch support felt really good. So I walked around the house for, 20 minutes or whatever, just to get, that sensation felt really good. And I thought this is probably good exercise and good for my ankles and stuff like this. But then the second thing that bothered me, besides the little bit of tightness, is that after a while, again, the sides of my ankles, the outer sides of my ankles started to hurt. And I think that the reason for that, again, is that what these boots do is give me that cushioning and that support on the sides of my ankles. And I need that for a while yet. So after a while, they started to hurt, and I'm like, I'm going to take the shoes off, and I put the boots back on, and instantly they felt better. And so what it is it's this part, this side of the ankle where those bones stick out, because that's where the injuries are. That part just needs that support. It needs that support, and it needs that cushioning. I'm just going to have to just kind of try it. I think I'll try a little bit each day to put shoes on and walk around, and, maybe a little longer each day to see how I do. And hopefully as those ankles continue to heal and the swelling continues to go down and they get a little bit stronger, eventually that pain that I have when I don't have the support on the sides of the ankles will diminish. And then eventually that'll tell me when I can stop wearing the boots. And then the third thing that I have tried in the last few days since I made the last update video is I've been trying to not use the chair. I mean, I'm sitting in it right now because I'm sitting at my computer, but I've been trying to not use the chair anymore to wheel myself around, and I've been trying to not even use it as a walker, like as an extra support. I've been trying to just walk around. I can do it. And as long as I have the boots on, I'm not in pain. Here, I'll have Ben film me walking around so you can see. I have to kind of be a little Frankenstein-y because, it's two boots. And I can't really lift my feet up very high because they're heavy. But, I can balance and everything and walk around. And I really don't have any pain as long as I have the boots on. Hi. It's still Tuesday, December 22nd, and it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, I think. I just took a nap, and I thought I'd show you while I'm still sitting here on the bed. See how my poor socks, they're getting destroyed by the Velcro on the walking boots. I keep catching them on the walking boots. But anyway, on the Velcro. Thought I'd show you those exercises I was talking about where you spell out the alphabet with your feet. So, A, B, C, and sometimes this can be too hard, so you can do one at a time, like D. You might notice I'm doing the capital letters. I suppose you could do lowercase letters too. I think capital's easier. Okay, so when I do this side, I am feeling some pain here on this outer side, which is where the fracture is. And when I do this foot, it's not too bad. I guess right now it's okay actually. I mean, it's just a little stiff. This one though is definitely on that outer side where the fracture is. It hurts a little when I do this.
Don't know when that happened. Here we have a wild mother in her natural habitat, making her way down the perilous steps of doom.
No, we'll show them the perilous steps of doom.
Oh yes. These stairs have also caused falls in the past, but
Yeah,
they're not nearly as painful as
the basement.
the basement steps. They're nice and soft and padded.
Like this floor.
Yeah.
Maple. This is the original maple, and then carpeted. Mm-hmm. And there's a landing halfway, and then they go that way. Okay, now go over like by Ben, so they can see me walking with my slippers.
Here he comes.
Are you pointed toward me?
Indeed.
Okay, so this is how I walk with just my slippers on.
Kind of hobbly.
Yeah. I have to have something to hold. And I'm just kind of like an old person. I'm just kind of shuffly and hobbly. It hurts a little and I feel unsteady. Apparently while I was napping, my dad stopped by and brought more gifts from Grandpa. That's from me and Meg. And then Ben's is over here. And Andrew's is too big, so it's staying on the porch. We have a ridiculous amount of recycling. And the recycling bin Megan just put out at the curb, and that's heaping full as well. She just took the wheelchair. Here, I'll show you. So she's getting the wheelchair out for me. We're going to take a walk because it is maybe going to snow tomorrow. This is how she gets it ready for me. She sits in it. And this might be our last chance. We hope it snows tomorrow because then we'll have a white Christmas the next day.
Okay. Ow.
Don't you fall.
Box. This box, I keep kicking it accidentally and it's annoying. Okay. So these are the steps of doom. Look, don't they even look like you're gonna walk into a horror movie if you go down there? Okay, so you can see the carpet is torn in places here. It's busted open.
It's concrete underneath.
Yeah, these steps are concrete underneath. It was like right here where Mom fell. She either fell from, she was standing on this one or this one, and she thought she was at the bottom, and so she stepped and fell. And it was very painful. And like you can see, we've got holes in the wall because water seeps through from the ground outside and all the dust and plaster is coming off. And we've got towels here for when it rains really hard and the wall leaks.
I'm in the chair. Here I am. Got my blankie. I'm waiting for Meg. She went back in to get her thicker gloves. Is that a snowflake? Or fuzz? Okay, there's Meg pushing me. And there's our recycling bin, which she just put out, and my hand is freezing that's holding the phone. Hold on, I'm gonna put my glove back on. 1 sec. Oh, look, see how Maggie likes to go fast? Yeah, don't kill me. See, she likes to push me down into the street really rapidly and then back up. It's rather terrifying, actually. I wish I had a seat belt. Ah! That's the closest that I'm gonna get to a theme park in like probably this year or next. I don't know. But anyway, Megan just gave an important piece of information. Sure, yeah, we're avoiding a person. We do have to remind ourselves that in addition to my current situation, and sorry, tears are running down my face because it's freezing, there is also a pandemic, and we need to avoid people. Okay. Megan figured out what the...
Oh, he turned.
Oh, jeez. Remember in my original video from this series, when I first told you I broke my ankle, I said that there was a mess that the furnace guy left in the basement that I had just noticed right before, in one of the trips to start the laundry, before I fell and broke my ankle. Megan and I said there was this weird red paint type substance and I didn't know what it was. Megan figured out what it was.
Oh, hi. It is, I noticed, I was looking around to try to find, like, the source, or, like, what the heck, where he might have put it. And I noticed that the same stuff hardened, though, because I have had to move the towel a few times.
Oh, that I put down on the floor below the dryer?
Yeah, so I've seen the stuff, because I kick it around and stuff.
Oh, let's show the little free library.
Sure. And I looked around and I noticed on some of our pipes, where the pipes come together, he used that red stuff as a seal.
Like where the pipes join each other?
Yeah.
Could you tell if they're water pipes or part of the furnace? I mean, they're all water pipes, but okay, so.
But I could tell it was like fresh, so he must have just like resealed that from whatever.
Tighten them up or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is our closest free little free library. And we just think this is adorable because it like totally exactly matches their house. Isn't that the cutest? Hey, is the book we put in here last time still in there?
I do not believe so. No.
So
I've never seen any of our books.
Our books get taken really quick. Yeah. I think I put in some high quality books. And usually the next time we go
back, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone right away. So
We when there's like a book that's not at the library, we just buy it.
right.
But we don't usually read books more than once, or at least not that often. So with that brand new book, we read it once and then we put it in the little free libraries. So they get a nice new high quality book.
This is one of the nicest houses in our neighborhood. This is
guys gonna think we're creepy.
2 blocks from our house. This house is currently for sale for a humongous amount of money if you want to buy it. It's perfectly restored inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then for contrast, 1 block away, and our house is 2 blocks that way, there's this house. This house had a devastating fire in that tower when I was like a teenager. My dad lives that way about a half a mile, and you could see the fire from our house when it was in the night, and they've never fixed it up, but people do live in there, believe it or not. So that's what happens when you own a big Victorian. And I would say this is like when it's not restored. That other one is when it's restored, and then ours is in between. There's my blankie and my boots. And here, 2 doors down from us, in another mid-range Victorian, they put a little free art house. This is the art teacher from my kids' elementary school. She did this.
It looks like a lot of stuff's been taken.
And a lot of stuff is gone. There was a lot in there. There was crayons and markers and all sorts of stuff in there. There's still some stuff. But I thought that was a kind of a neat idea too. Megan doesn't want me to show people people's houses. She thinks it's creepy.
It is.
But this one is also...
Grandpa were the same thing.
This is beautifully restored. They've worked so hard on this house and it's gorgeous. We're so happy. I just got a winter weather advisory on my phone that's starting at 3 p.m. tomorrow, which is Wednesday, December 23rd, my mom's birthday. And then going till 6 a.m. on Thursday, which is Christmas Eve. We're supposed to get, I don't know, a blizzard or something. Yay! Ice, snow. Now, the only negative of that, we're very happy, is that Andrew is driving here from St. Paul on Christmas Eve. Megan has stopped to see, is there an obstacle?
No,
Oh, she's checking if there's ramps. Not every corner has a wheelchair accessible ramp.
See, this way doesn't have one.
This experience has definitely taught us that the world is not completely accessible to people in wheelchairs. So yeah, there's definite improvement to be made. When I started filming this morning, I intended to do little snippets every few days to show my progress with my ankle. And I ended up showing you so many different things that I'm going to wrap up this video here because otherwise it'll be massively long. And I'm going to make this kind of a combination life at home and ankle recovery update. So for those of you who like our home vlogs, you should enjoy this video. And those of you who appreciate my ankle updates, this will be kind of a 3-week update. And then I will make a different video, a little more concise, for the 4-week update and let you know how I'm doing at that time. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you are all safe and well and are enjoying a happy holiday season. Safe travels, everyone.